Hello everyone, this is Val from Val's Craft Creations, and tonight I want to bring you a tutorial on how to create this faux fake like rice paper. I've been seeing this all over YouTube and also on Pinterest, so I wanted to try it. And look how amazing. It's very this is a napkin. This is the back, this is the front. You can see that it's translucent and it's very sturdy. I'm gonna create a tutorial later using this, maybe to do some envelopes or pouch. This is another napkin, and this is the white ply of the napkin. It looked like a kind of brownish because the mix of the glue that I use, I put some acrylic brown acrylic paint. So my tutorial today is gonna be to show you how to create this fake rice paper, for rice paper. And it's very sturdy. I saw several videos on YouTube, and also I saw some of this on Pinterest. So I wanted to try it. I did this last night, and I wanted to show you how you can create this. So I'm gonna put this aside, and let me tell you the materials that you are gonna need. You're gonna need napkins or tissue paper, napkin, something that is not too like something that is what is that word, like no heavy paper. So I'm gonna be using this napkin again because this napkin is white, but the one that I show you look brown because I use the mix that I did with the glue, the water, and the acrylic paint, and so it looked brown. But now I want to use my white one on the napkin. So these napkins I got at Hobby Lobby. They were $5.99, but right now they are 50% off. So I got those napkins there. So let me show you again these two. You see that it looked like kind of brownish. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it good, but they look kind of brownish. So I wanna look the difference. So I'm gonna use the mix, the white glue mix without the brown. So I had two different ones, and it's the same thing with this. You can see the difference if I place my white napkin. And it looked shiny on the back because this is the part that was glued to my plastic bag. So on this side you have a lot of texture. You see the wrinkles. I like that, and it's translucent. This is the white ply of the napkin. This was the back part of this napkin. So it's kind of translucent. It's kind of they say that it feels like rice paper. So let me tell you what you need. You're gonna need a napkin, or you're gonna need tissue paper. You're gonna need a white glue. You can get the cheap one, maybe Dollar Tree. That's the one that I use here. You're gonna need a container. You can, for the brown one, you can use brown acrylic paint, or you can also use coffee. I'm not a fan of the smell of coffee on paper, so that's why I use the acrylic paint. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put 2/3 of the glue. You can use the Elmer white glue, you know, any school glue. So you're gonna put 2/3 of your glue and 1/3 of water, and you're gonna mix it up, and then you're gonna get this mix, this liquid mix that you're gonna use to you know, to create your fake rice paper. You're also gonna need plastic bag. My daughter bought a pillow, so that's what I'm using. And don't throw this out when you're done because you can reuse it. And make sure you don't use the side that have the letters and stuff, because that will attach to your napkin. So make sure that you use, you know, the other side, or a clear plastic bag. This is the back of the packaging for my daughter's pillow. So let me move this one out of the way because I'm gonna use this too. We're gonna do two today because I'm gonna do the napkin plus the white ply, you know, the second layer of my napkin. And you're gonna need some brush and maybe a Sharpie, and I'm gonna show you how you're gonna use this. So I'm gonna remove the ply of my napkin, the white one, and I'm just gonna use a piece of tape, and I'm just gonna go here on the corner and I'm gonna remove a little piece of my ply. And this is an easy way to remove the ply from, you know, the back of your napkin. So just use a little piece of tape, and then it's easier to remove the back ply of your napkin. So this is only 2-ply napkin. Some of the napkin have 3 plies. So make sure that you have the single layer and not 2 layers. So I'm gonna put this aside for a moment. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place your plastic bag, and then you're gonna place your napkin, and you're gonna trace. I already have it here, my lines, but I'm gonna show you just the place where you place your napkin. So you're gonna make a line on each corner, and that's it for the Sharpie. You don't need it anymore, so we're gonna put it aside. And I'm gonna remove my napkin for now, and we're gonna add our mixture to the bag. And this is the consistency of your mixture. I fill this like all the way up here. Let me put the cap back on so I can show you. So I put my glue like up to here, and then the rest I fill it with water. So you need 2/3 of your container of glue and then 1/3 of water. And then just mix it all real good. And then you get this mixture that we're gonna use. And this is an easy project. You can, you know, make as many as you want. So I'm just gonna put some of my mixture on top of my plastic bag, all the way from the line on the top to the other side, where I draw the line with my Sharpie. So you're gonna do just one thin layer. And you're gonna go all the way down to your other lines. It's kind of like you're doing decoupage, but you know, it's removable. It won't stay, you know, it won't stick to your plastic, but you make sure that you're using plastic. Because if you don't use plastic, it's gonna be like you're decoupaging your napkin to the piece of paper that you're using. So it has to be plastic to be able to remove it from the plastic. I should have saved one to remove it, you know, on camera, but I was too excited to wait. And I just left it overnight drying. Okay, so I have my mixture here. So I'm gonna add my napkin. And the easy way to do it is just fold your napkin. It's gonna be easier, and just put your napkin on that line that you did on the top and on the bottom, and then just open your napkin being very careful. Okay, so now your napkin is placed on your plastic. It's already sticking to the plastic. And don't worry, because when it dries, it's easy to remove from your plastic. It won't stay, stuck to your plastic. So now you're gonna cover your napkin with the mixture of the glue and the water. And I don't mind wrinkles. I like the wrinkle effect on my napkin. Just be careful when you're applying your top layer, not to break your napkin. And make sure that you put enough, of your mixture on top so it get wet. Your napkin get wet, not too dry, because that is what is causing this to look transparent, like clear kind of way, like translucent. And if you don't put a good amount of the mixture on top of your napkin, some of the places will stay white, like the same color of the napkin. So make sure that your napkin have, enough of the mixture. And that's it. This is it. Then after you're done, you just leave it to dry. Oh, and I'm gonna show you a trick that I saw. I think it was the lady from Treasure Book. She's one of the persons that did this on YouTube, because this is not my original idea. I just saw it and I wanted to try it. And she did something to the edges. Let me show you real quick. On the ones that I already made, if you see the edges, they're not straight. I did this to the edges so it was easier to remove. I saw other YouTube videos that the ladies didn't do that, but this, I think her name is Natasha from Treasure Book. I think that's the name of her channel. And she did that to the corner, to the edges, and it was very easy to remove my napkin from the plastic. Okay, so I think I have enough of my mixture on top of my napkin, the layer. So now I'm gonna aside this, put my brush to the side. And I had this smaller brush because it's easier to do to the edges, what I'm gonna show you right now. And let me put the glue on this side. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna scrunch the edges, like separate the edges from the plastic and create like a rough edge. I don't know how to call it, but it's like you're creating a rough edge your napkin. So you're gonna do that all around your napkin, and that way it's gonna be easier for you to peel your napkin from the plastic. If you don't do this, I saw her having difficulty removing the napkin from the plastic, so she had to use like a knife, a utility knife, and to remove the napkin from the plastic. So don't forget to do this to the edges. And that way when your napkin is dry, yes, it will be easier to remove it from your plastic. So I'm just gonna go around my napkin. And I'm gonna do that all around. So soon I'm gonna be making a tutorial using this paper that we are creating today. I was thinking to make some pouches and decorate them, maybe some envelopes. You know, this feel in the back like a little bit like glassine back. It had the same like feel to it. So maybe we can do some bags like similar to the glassine bags, or maybe some envelope. I saw her from the lady that I told you that she did a cover for a signature using one of these napkins. Okay, so this one is ready, and I just gonna set it aside to dry, and we're gonna do the white ply of my of my napkin now. Okay, so this one is ready. Let me just move this out of the way just a second, and it gets stick to the plastic, so it won't go anywhere. Just gonna place it here on the side, and let's do the white one, the white ply. And with this one, I wanted to do an experiment. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let me get my I'm gonna get some of my glimmer mist. This is Tatter Angels Glimmer Mist, and I want to make an experiment and see. I'm gonna wet this a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but so don't forget, I already have my lines marked here, so don't forget to do that every time that you're gonna put your napkin to the plastic. So let me put some of this glitter mist. Just a little bit, because I don't want my napkin to get too wet. So this is I think the color of this one is, let me see where the color is, antique brown. And I'm just gonna use this Spring Sunset. It's like a red. Or maybe I should do the yellow. I think I'm gonna do this yellow one here. Spring Sun. Okay, I'm gonna put my napkin to the side to dry a little bit, just to give it a little color, to do something different. So let's work with my mixture now. Let me make sure that this is straight here. So I'm just gonna place the mixture of my glue here on my plastic. Just that I left the drying overnight in front of the my fan. It was dry maybe in an hour or so, but on the edges was still wet, so I just left it overnight. So just, if you're not impatient like me, just leave it overnight and make sure that your edges are dry before, removing that. The whole napkin is dry, let's say that, before removing it from your plastic. And at first I was using the smaller brush to put the mixture, but I like this one. It's easier to work with. So if you have a big brush, use it instead of a smaller one. It's easier to use, and this one didn't break the napkin, so that was good. Okay, so I have my mixture on my plastic. So let's add the napkin. I don't know if when this gets dry, I will be able to see the glimmer mist, but it's just an experiment. Make sure that be careful not to break my napkin. So I don't mind the wrinkles, so just making sure that let me put some more of the mixture down here because I think I went down too much with my paper because my glue started up here, but that's fine. Okay. Just gonna leave it like this because I like the wrinkle on my napkin. So let's put some of the mixture on top. I think I kind of want to add that red, just a little bit of this red mixture. Hopefully I won't break my napkin. Just a pop of color there. So I have a lot of napkin that I haven't used. So I think this is gonna be a good way to use that napkins that I have. I have a lot in a box. I don't know why I keep them. You know, I've been collecting them, but I haven't been using them. I use them sometimes when I decoupage, when I want to do like decoupage and napkin or something, but I think I found a good use for my napkins now. I really like this. So if you are like me, that you have a lot of napkins, you have done many swaps, napkin swaps, well, this is a good way to use your napkins now. I wanted to try with how you call it, paper towel, but I didn't have any at home, and I went to get some, and I got everything that I needed, but I forgot my paper towel because I wanted to see how it would look. Let me get a wipe here and clean. Clean my desk here real quick and my container. Okay, so I'm gonna put my container away, and then if you like, if you are a person that like the coffee dye papers and all that stuff, then you make sure you can add 2/3 of the white glue and 1/3 of, you know, coffee, liquid coffee. Not the how you call that, the crystal of the coffee. No, you have to dilute your coffee, like you're gonna drink it, and then add it to your mixture when it's not hot. Okay, so I'm gonna wrinkle my edges here. I don't know how to call it, so I'm just gonna say wrinkle my edges. Okay, so don't forget to do that, because if not, you can still remove it, but you're gonna have a hard time. So it's better if you don't forget this step. Okay, so you're just gonna go around. Sorry if my arm was on the way. I was trying to hold on to the plastic. Okay, so this one is ready now. And that's it. Okay, so you just let it dry. Let me move this one out of the way so I can bring the dry ones back. So here it is, the other ones that I showed you first. It's so nice. Who will say that this is a napkin? So look, if you do like maybe a pouch, like let's say that this is an envelope, and you cut it here and you do your envelope or your pouch, or even if you want a larger envelope, like you fold it here and then you glue this down, cut this here, and then you have your envelope. So this is a good way to use your napkin. I really love this napkin from Hobby Lobby, and I love this too, the white one. So when you do your whatever you do, maybe if you do an envelope or a pouch or something, just use the shiny side inside, and then you will have your texture in the outside. And then let me show you the last one again, this one. Look how pretty this napkin is. So if you need napkin, if you're new to crafting and you need napkins, go to Hobby Lobby. They are 50% off right now. Also Dollar Tree, sometimes you can find good napkins for $1.25. I know that Tuesday Morning have beautiful napkins, maybe Rose, Marshall, or maybe Amazon online. So this is it for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to give me a thumbs up. Leave your comments below, and if you do this project, let me know how it turns out. And if you want to follow me on my social media, go to my About tab, and you will find a link to my link tree there. And there you can find all my social media, and also on the banner, on the YouTube channel banner. So this is it for tonight. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please take care, and thank you for visiting my channel. Thank you for watching, everyone. Happy crafting.